Welcome back, Bravehearts. So I was at the front desk today, and there's a new guy there, and he speaks English at the front desk. A really nice guy. And I said, "Can you get your mask off?" And he said, "Well, they really want me to wear it." And I said, "Well, I really don't." And the reality is if they give you a hard time not wearing your mask, say Dr. Wolf said I had to take it off, so now they'll come and complain at me, the hotel. So the reality is let the hotel do it, because I just said to everybody, they all looked behind the desk, the other one's going, he's taking his mask off. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give $10,000 to anybody that can give me scientific documentation that the COVID virus is real. And I walked away. See, when you deal with people and giving them a money-back guarantee or telling them that you would actually do that, it shuts them down right away. It's the only way, money is the only way to shut down a human doing. Okay? A human being does not get involved in stuff that is not logical. So how many logical people do we have? So don't try to look for logic on this planet. It's very foolish. Don't try to look for logic from your loved ones. Don't try to look for logic from your friends. Try to find logic from yourself and then just sit in that and just enjoy it. It's called what? Unconditional love. It's called bliss. It's called joy. It's called being in the moment, okay? And nobody wants you to be in the moment. Just know that. Everybody's been trained to get you out of your moment. Oh my God, the bomb just went off. You know what? I just go, okay, everybody run, okay? So unless I knew I could really help, I wouldn't go. And there would be so much help over there already. I'm just going to try to stay here and hold the calm. Somebody better hold the calm and understand something, right? When there's a storm, okay, all the turkeys huddle together, and then a lot of them have a heart attack, and die. But eagles, they travel on their own or only with another eagle. And when there's a conflict, they just rise, spread out their wings, and they rise and they go, all right, let's wait until all the turkeys get done gobbling. Gobble, 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 gobble. And then when they all calm down, then we'll just land again. And that's it. And you can think, wow, who does he think he is? Well, I'm the guy that's not gobbling down all this BS. What can I do for you, Lori?
Well,
or what can you do for yourself?
I stood up and came over here because I'm standing up for myself.
And what is,
Yeah.
okay. And now what?
I did a heart release, and it was mostly on the sternum.
You did it or someone else did it?
Sage and
okay, all right. Sage and you together. That's right. It takes two.
It takes two.
Yes, sweetie.
It was mostly the sternum, and it's like you don't speak up or stand up for yourself. So that's healing pretty good. But now I feel like I got my heart's on a big old hook. I can't inhale. And that was Tuesday. It's Friday. So I didn't know if there was some insight.
Yeah, there
from
is.
Anybody
so here's the insight. She strokes it first in the morning. She does it in the morning. She does it in the afternoon, and she does it before bed at least 3 times a day. First, she strokes it. I love you. Okay, you're off the hook of everything. That's why heart disease is the main killer, is because we destroy ourselves. Don't worry, I'm going to kill myself. You don't need to come over and punish me. It's okay. So you just stroke it first, and then go pat it, and then you can go harder and harder, and believe it or not, within 5 to 7 minutes, you're actually clapping it. And if you were to start clapping it right away, it traumatizes it. But if you go in stroking first after you've had the non-surgical work and you've released the heart, then you can go all the way in there and do it. And that's the God's truth, and that's how you do it, okay? And then what do? Well, depending on how much damage you've done, which, you're pretty good at it, it will take longer to heal, right? And it'll take longer to heal if you don't eat right, think right, drink right, and if you don't have a smile on your face, right? You have to understand something. You can't commit suicide if you have a smile on your face.
Thank you.
That's the funniest thing.
For you, because you failed at it so many times. Okay, that's all you got to do, sweetheart. Drink lots of hot water today. We have 20 minutes. Let's go through this a little bit. Does everybody have one of these?
No.
I've got 3 of them up here if somebody wants one. There's one. Here's another one. And there's 2 more. And that's it. Share. Sharing's caring. And just know this, okay? All right? I'd appreciate it if everybody gives them back for the next time. You know why? You're not going to believe this. They were $1 a page to print here.
I could buy a printer.
Yeah. Anyway, some things are not cheaper in Mexico. All right, shall we get started? You should see the Perfect Day manuals? They're $165 each to print. In Canada, I was paying $65. They're $100 more to print here. Yeah. There's no way around it. And there's no reason for it.
It's cheap in India.
Yeah, I'll just take, yeah. All right. But thank you. Because it's a thought. I bet you I could print them all there and ship them here, and it'd be cheaper than printing them here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And guess what? You're the one that's going to go get them for me.
Oh, we're not shipping them?
Well, I just figured, hands on.
I don't know if they let me in.
Why?
I've heard various things about travel restrictions.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the problem. Rumors are the tumor. Okay, thank you. There's a lot of people thinking they can't even come here anymore. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to page 62. Everybody, if you're anybody on there watching, all you got to do is go to my library and then go click on the 4 pillars of the perfect day. And you'll be able to find this schedule: advanced energy, medicine, and exercise. Line heart breathing, it's really, really difficult to do. It's 6 seconds in and 7 seconds out with a slight smile on your face. And understand something, I just showed you something, but the reality is, if I could get you to buy into always having a slight smile on your face, you'd be abundant. So that isn't the person who likes to joke around and about everything. That's not what I'm talking about. That person, they use that as a mask, okay? Because they can't face anything. All right? Okay? Yeah. A positive attitude is the only way that you're going to make it through all of this right now. This is just a test, okay? So, believe it or not, a smile can save your life, right? But for the life of me, most people won't do it. They won't do it. I'll get looks from people like, why don't you just go think the loot do, right? Because I've got nothing to smile for. I've worked so hard at being miserable. You think I'm just going to give it up? No, I'm serious. Because they don't realize the subconscious is the controller of your life. The subconscious controller of my life. But I went in and I jackhammered all the dysfunctional beliefs out. And I went in and I seeded beliefs of unconditional love for myself, even though my family terrorized me and tried to stop me. And they wouldn't dare try today. They wouldn't dare try. Okay? Yeah, I'd be just like, right? Because even though they see their own suffering and they don't see me suffering, they still buy into that suffering. I mean, Sharon, you've been here for 3 courses. This will be your 4th coming up. And you see all the people that are going, wow, he's so right, but they don't change at all, do they? They don't change at all.
They want to hold on to it. It's almost like their DNA.
Well, it's not just that, too. Suffering is the way to the Lord. Lordy, lordy.
The more you suffer, the closer you get.
Yeah. That castle in the sky. Okay, all right. So you can read about it. And then there's belly button therapy, which I show the Lionheart breathing. I show the belly button therapy in my do-it-yourself guide. All the videos are there, step by step. And when you buy a belly button therapy kit from us, you just go to equipment. And it shows you all the steps. It takes 5 to 7 minutes to unleash more serotonin, more dopamine, and more endorphins than any other drug or nutritional or any other emotion. This does it more than anything else. Did you know that when you do belly button therapy and you start off really light, if you bring your temperature up, because it'll bring your temperature up 1 degree, you kill all infection. If you bring it up 2 degrees, you kill cancer. So what if you really went in there and you really worked this thing after a while? And you unleash your parasympathetic, which is the only place you can heal in. And then, like I say, once you've done the routine of the belly button, you can also take it anywhere else and get in there and start loosening up those adhesions. Understand, everybody has abdominal adhesions, okay? And the belly button therapy is so important, and pushing the belly button is the most important thing you're ever going to do. That's where you are connected to life, and that's going to give you back your life, because the main button to push for what we call the vagus nerve, called the wandering nerve, which is the longest nerve in the world, in the body, and it goes to everywhere in your body. It gives the serotonin and dopamine and endorphins everywhere. But you know what? People won't do it because you can't have that much pleasure. You're used to suffering so much every day, and you're used to only having so much pleasure every day. That's why you'll pick the same boyfriend. That's why you'll get married 2 or 3 times and pick the same person that will actually treat you the same, because you're only allowed to have so much pleasure and you need to have so much pain. And for most of you, and please don't get me wrong, I'm not picking on you, but if you weren't in pain, you'd say, I can't be alive. But meanwhile, pain is a GPS, and you should be the master of that pain. And if you mastered pain, you would hardly be in it. And when you did feel a little bit of it, you'd go and know exactly what to do. But guess what? You're not supposed to, because you're supposed to help the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and all of these other psycho elite, like Bill Gates he's just a puppet on a string. What's his name? Zuckerberg is another puppet on a string. They work for them. At any time, they could be snuffed out. Okay, so understand, they're not the leaders here. They were just, we need someone. Hey, listen, we're going to let you make billions. You're going to use 40% of your billions to poison the planet. And then the other billions you can keep. And then you can pretend that you're doing all of these different societies to help the world. Like, let's say we could send you to Africa and you could vaccinate a bunch of children and cripple them, like girls, and cripple them and sterilize them. And then we could tell the whole world, because they're such morons, that you're just helping the world out, which most people buy. So every year we get to hear about how Bill Gates has given $42 billion to the world to help its suffering. Yes, he certainly has.
Yeah.
He certainly has. Okay, so the reality is Bill Gates is not the problem. You're never going to hear from the people that are actually pulling all the strings. You never do, Everybody needs a sniper, right? Yeah. So let's make this perfectly clear. And la-di-da, whatever. It's just a game. Learn the rules. That's belly button therapy. Ultimate coffee enema. You can do a coffee enema, but the ultimate coffee enema is using Tummy Love and Black Gold. And if you watch, I show you how to do a coffee enema in the do-it-yourself guide. Okay? And it's also, I think I have that video also in the advanced water fasting. Next week, I will be releasing the next water fasting challenge if anybody wants to jump on. Last time we had almost 10,000 people on the advanced water fasting challenge. Okay, yes, in the back.
Are green coffee beans unroasted coffee beans?
Until they're roasted. And then green coffee beans, they could be green, and then they're going to lightly roast them. Okay? All right. Go check that out. Pelvic activation squats, huge, 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 huge. Okay, with the pelvic activation squats, there's the pelvic hug, there's the pelvic stretch, and the pelvic warrior. Now, go again to the do-it-yourself guide. I show how to do it in the video. If you did that 2 to 3 times a day, and anytime you're just waiting around for someone, you went and did a pelvic squat, I'm telling you, your life would change. Wouldn't want to do that. The most important thing you could ever do is the pelvic squats, the crab stretch, okay, the pelvic expander, the belly button therapy, the clapping, okay, and I'm going to be teaching in this class. I'm going in deep this time. I'm going to show you everything about how to use a shot glass and a clapper, and I'm telling you something. I already told you, get online and yeah, you can be the clapping queen, okay? So anyways, yeah, the squats. So understand something. When we got the toilet, they took away our squats. When they took away our squats, we shut our legs tight. And that's why women have such trouble birthing. Okay, they have trouble birthing because every woman has a bowel problem, every man has a bowel problem, but nobody has a bowel problem because we all have problems. Yeah, everybody's emotionally balanced, but nobody is emotionally balanced. And everybody's physically okay, but hardly anybody's physically okay. Am I right or wrong? My God, you could be the sickest person and nobody even notices it. You know, it's just like, yeah, hi, how are you? And that's because we've all been dumbed down so much. We don't know how to look after ourselves, so we can't look after others. So we try to pretend nobody's sick. How sick is that? Pretty sick.
They say, I wish I was skinny.
Huh?
I'll say, I wish I was skinny
Yeah.
to cheat.
But Lori, you're looking better, Lori. Lori, you're looking so much better. You know, right now we see this peaceful, beautiful woman who's, you know, when you came here, I mean, you know, I just felt like saying, Lori, could you clean the hotel and could you only take a half an hour? Because it looked like you know, because that's how much anxiety you had. No, you've got this. You're owning it, right? Yeah. Okay. So anyways, when they gave us the toilet, they gave us the royal flush, and they flushed us down the toilet. Because if you're not squatting to poo, if you're not squatting to pee, and if you're not squatting to give birth, then you've closed your life down. Okay, so that's why they got you on your back. That's a back attack. That's why you have so much pain. If you were squatting to give birth, you wouldn't have that. And understand something. We have what's called the Perfect Pain-Free Pregnancy PTT. It's a 10-day program. And I'm telling you right now, I'll give anybody's money back. They're going to give birth in a half an hour to 45 minutes. The baby's going to be totally healthy. And that's it. And the partner is going to know how to do the Wolf non-surgical, that there'll be no scar tissue in that person's pelvis, in their abdomen, in their hips, in their low back, in their knees, in their ankles, or anywhere. That woman is going to rock her whole pregnancy. And understand something. If you want to be treated like a cripple, that means you're a victim. And that victimization first starts in your mind before it goes to your body. Okay? And most people have been victimized because of the beliefs that they've been given. There's not weak people. There's just weak beliefs. Okay? And I mean that. Okay? Crab stretch. That's the most important thing that you can do, guys, if you're going to be taking the Wolf non-surgical. You need to do that 3 times a day right now. And you need to do it 3 times a day while you're going through the training with Sage to become a certified Wolf non-surgical therapist. But I'll tell you something right now, you can believe it or not. Every morning, I wake up, and for half an hour to 40 minutes, I do the plate. And if you want to go look at the plate, go into my do-it-yourself guide where I have a plate standing, a small saucer on edge, and I go and open up my occiput underneath my jaw, open up my whole neck. So I'm just like, lovely, okay? And I do that. I do my belly button therapy. Okay, I get up in the morning, I do my squats, okay? I'll put my blue light glasses on because they're the only glasses in the world. I'll get on my phone. There's nothing wrong with getting on my phone in the morning. And I will. And I'll clean up things, and I've got my glasses on. I'm squatting while I'm doing it. Not sitting, I'm squatting, doing the squats. All right? So I'll do the squats, and I'll do the squats for about 15 minutes. I got my phone cleaned up, right? Just messages and getting back to people. And I've done my squatting. Do you understand? So understand that you can do 45 minutes of yoga, and I love yoga. And yoga doesn't take, and this doesn't take the place of yoga, but you can do belly button therapy for 5 to 7 minutes, and you'll be able to stretch easier than 45 minutes of yoga. So just know that. And then do the pelvic activation squats always. Do the crab stretch and then tell me I'm wrong. start learning how to do clapping. Oh, the clapper's in the other room. Sean, can you bring me the clapper if it's there? Oh, you got yours? Okay, so this is the clapper, everyone, and this will be your best friend. Okay, I clap a lot. I usually clap from my shoulders, up my neck, my face, and my head. That takes an hour, and it's done at least every second day. Okay, I don't need to clap anywhere else. Why? I do have some ankle problems because when I was younger, I fell off a 30-foot barn. I slid down, didn't land right. So anyways, so my ankle started to bother me about 2 weeks ago when I was on, and when I was taking the flight from here to Mexico City to go to Nashville to lecture for the Truth About Cancer, I used a bottom of an essential oil bottle, but usually I use a shot glass. So can everybody buy one of the longer tourist shot glasses for the Whole Life Coach course? The longer ones? Okay, so make sure you get one. And what I did was I broke up all the calcium and crystallization in that ankle. Now, nobody else could have done that for me. I could go to a chiropractor all I want. All they're going to do is just adjust things. They don't get rid of crystallization. They don't get rid of the calcium. They don't get rid of the scar tissue. They actually cause more scar tissue. So I'm not telling you it's wrong to adjust. It's great to adjust. But what if you were to get rid of the scar tissue and then go to a chiropractor to have the adjustment? It would stay in. It doesn't stay in because the ligaments and the tendons and the muscles get shorter as you age because of the inflammation, first from issues in your brain to issues in your tissue, and the inflammation dehydrates things, yes or no? Yeah. So then the scar tissue doesn't give you that elasticity anymore, okay? So it doesn't bounce back. So you get micro tearing. Oh, what was that? That was a micro tear. So keep on micro tearing a little bit from where the scar tissue is, and it just gets worse and worse until, Grandpa, what's wrong? Oh, I'm fine, I don't feel a thing. Everybody talks about stenosis now. I have stenosis. What is that? Well, that's where the nerve is dead. BS. Surgeons know crap. Doctors know crap. You give me a person that has stenosis anywhere in their body, and I'll give their money back if I don't prove to them the first treatment that nerve comes back like this. I wanted to play, and I will, I promise. I'll do it for the people who aren't in the course. But we're going to play that tomorrow for everybody in the course. Okay, I'm going to play that audio I told you that with the lady that went to the, remember the lady that called and she gave me this audio 3 years ago? Well, they're probably going to have to wheel her on the plane to get her here. And I told her 3 years ago to take action. But when you believe that your love comes from everyone else because you're into everybody else's business, you don't mind your own business until you become a cripple. Because you already were crippled because you thought that the more you did for others and the more you stuck yourself into their business, and if you save them, that you'll save yourself. Good luck with that. Okay. All right. So clapping is amazing. Just understand if you go to my website at Doc of Detox, go to library, same place the Do It Yourself guide was in. You can go into clapping for health, and you can do clapping your lungs and heart for health. And you can also look at whole body clapping, but just understand something. Take a look at your day today. Did you really need to do that? Did you really need to do this? No. I can guarantee you that 40 to 60% of your day is trying to still hopefully do enough that your family loves you, that you feel that you've got approval, or that the world loves you. You don't get it, do you? Every great teacher that was here had unconditional love for themselves before they had it for the planet. There's no other way. Oh, I have unconditional love for the planet, but I hate myself. Really? Really? And don't tell me you know what love is. You only know what toxic love is. Because very few people reach the Holy Grail. And that is that you fill your heart completely with love for yourself. You shine that light on everyone else. Did you know that you can't give anybody love? You can give them the vibration of love. But you can't give people love. You can become love, and that vibration will shine out to the world. So when somebody says something or does something, and I feel love, okay, I feel love, right? I don't see love. I feel love. When I feel love, it was the love I already had inside of me. They didn't give me anything. They just had a frequency to help to alert that I have that. So why don't I just use that frequency and do it for myself on a continual basis? Oh, oh my God, that would be orgasmic. Wouldn't want to have a 24-hour day orgasm. No, but I mean joy and bliss. That's what I'm talking about. You know, oh my God, what do you think I am, crazy? I'm not going to be happy and joyful all the time. What would that look like? You know, we have so bought into the misery, haven't we? Yeah. There's still people in this room that, you know, unless it's a really good joke, I'm not laughing. Unless it's a really good joke, I'm not smiling. Unless somebody's giving me money, I'm not smiling. Okay. Pelvic expander, go take a look what it is. You can do a pelvic expander by having 3 chairs and then putting your leg up against the side of a door, okay, and hanging the other leg. Go take a look in my do-it-yourself guide again. I show it, okay? All right? Skin brushing, go take a look at skin brushing. You know what? If you want the most beautiful skin in the world, you skin brush. And then what you do is then you do an Epsom salt glow with coconut oil, right? And some essential oils in it, like Muscle Restore. That's a beautiful one to put in there, okay? And go look at how to do that. Most of you know how to do that. But if you're here now, you don't go to the beach unless you do a sand scrub. You go right where the water's coming in, and you do a sand scrub. You get the sand. If you're so unlucky to be living in the city, then you have to use Epsom salts and water and coconut oil if you want, or just Epsom salts, water, and make it the consistency of sand. So when you've got sand, you've got it all, because the salt water from the ocean is in the sand, and that has a ton of magnesium in it. So what we do is we grab a little bit of wet sand, okay, and then we do every joint like this. Look. You do every finger. You make it a ritual. And then you take the sand and you scrub here and you scrub here. And then you take the sand and you do your wrist. Other people would be doing the Epsom salt glow. If you want to know how to do it, go in. Do you notice how I don't tell everything anymore? Because people are so lazy. I mean, they're probably going to call me up and ask me to come and mix it for them. And they're not lazy. It's just that they've never been taught to take action, because what does the doctor say? Don't worry, we'll keep an eye on that for you. What they actually said is, don't worry. You'll be on drugs or surgery, or you'll be on drugs and then surgery, or surgery and then drugs, and it'll never end, and that's what we do. Seriously. Wow. Yes, we're the most intelligent species in the universe. Really? How can we even say that? Okay, so now get the sand and then do your wrists, then you do your hole here, then you do your elbow. You really focus on your joints, because that's the secrets lie in the joint. Then you scrub here, and then you'll really scrub here. Scrub lightly under here. Stimulate this, but don't scratch the skin off. Make sure, if you're nobody around, do your breasts. Get the sand and go like this. And really scrub those breasts really well every day. Every day. You'd never have cancer. Nope, don't touch them. No, they haven't been touched since Freddie. You should be doing a salt scrub or a sand scrub on your breasts every day, and you should be lightly clapping your breasts every day. And guess what? You'll have a breast lift, and it'll be a natural one. Understand something. You want to roll them up at night, eat terrible, don't treat them right, don't show love. You know, breasts need to have a lot of love. They need to have a lot of attention, because they actually feed the children, right? And they do a lot for us men. You know, we're all excited, right? Okay? But the reality is there's a lot of attention put on breasts, and women need to put attention on their own breasts. And if you did that, would I get crystallization or calcium deposits in here if I did a sand scrub or an Epsom salt scrub and I did some light clapping on here, around here every day? I would never get it. And if I actually went here and I actually did this for just 30 seconds to a minute every day, I would never have lymph congestion to dump the toxins in. There's so much that we're going to teach you in this course. Keith, I'm in a consult and everybody's listening. So what can I do? Because I know that you're just going to keep calling me. Hello? I'm with a whole bunch of people. I'll see you at the meeting, okay? I'll be there in 5 minutes. Bye. So he just keep going. Okay, so, but squeaky wheel, right? Okay. So anyways, let me just get through this as quickly as I can and then we're done the Braveheart Nation Creation Week, guys. Okay. And I hope everybody on there enjoyed it because we won't be doing this again on live. No, this training is for practitioners that are here and that aren't here because we'll have our Zoom working properly. Okay. Where was I? Yeah. So there's the cocoa salt glow and there's the Epsom salt glow. One has coconut oil in it. The one that has coconut oil in it, when you're done, you're already moisturized. And you can do that in your shower, so check that out. Castor oil, coconut oil pulling. I would rather do castor oil pulling than coconut oil. It pulls even more. It's better than coconut oil. Tesla Hyper Lightwear, I've got them on right now. LED lighting, blue light from your phone, from your TV, from the LED, from the computer, from everything. When it hits here and when 5G hits here, it gets transformed and actually heals your brain and your eyes. There's only one pair of glasses that do it in the world, and I challenge anyone to prove me wrong. There's only one pair. Blue light glasses that block, that's all they do, and they do a terrible job at it. You can pay a lot of money for them, but they don't do this. Look at the technology. Did you know that it's C60 that's in this? Yeah, and the C60 that we're drinking, that we know that brings down the symptoms of getting the V. Did you know that? That's why they're trying to make C60 illegal in France right now, and they want to do it throughout the world. Meanwhile, it's what the elites drink every day. It's what the Pentagon does. It's what upper government, it's what upper military do. They drink C60 because it protects them against everything. It's the longevity molecule. I do 4 teaspoons a day, 2 teaspoons of coconut oil, 2 teaspoons of hemp oil. Yeah, like I'm going to get sick, forget it. See how my mind works? Because C60 overrides the brain. Any damage, it'll override it and it'll recreate it. Any nervous system problems, any organ problems, it goes in and heals them. It goes to where you need to, just like the ionic calcium. High vibrational molecules are the key to healing. End of story. Nothing has more electricity or energy in it than C60 molecule. You better get that. And that's the fullerene molecule. Same thing that's in here. So believe it or not, when I'm wearing these glasses, I'm getting full nutritional support in my body. Right? There he is again. So I'm getting full nutritional support in my body because everything is frequency. Everything is light. Light and frequency. Better get it. So where's your emotions? Energy and motion. Okay? Okay, and then we just go through EMF protection, Smart Guard on your phone. It's just a little clip. That's on sale too. So this week, for the people that are watching, starting Sunday night, Avason's on sale. The Bioptron's on sale. The glasses are on sale. All the crystal protection products are on sale. The Smart Guard's on sale. And the ionic calcium isn't on sale, but when you buy it, we give you a credit that you can put against other products. Okay? All right? Oh, and the just so you know, so when everybody sees this, please don't take a crapper. It wasn't me. Okay? The actual inventor of the Avacen just put the Avacen on for $27.95. All right? And we do, and that's only till January or until a certain amount sell out. So that's on sale right now. Okay? All right, that is amazing. Okay, but that's either he's given a certain quantity, okay, a couple hundred, which I think that we'll probably sell those in 2 weeks, to be honest with you. And so just so you know, they were selling for $4,000. So everybody's going to come at me going, "What are you doing?" I'm not doing anything. I didn't do anything. So as soon as I saw this, I was a little upset, but then I just thought, I'm just going to let everybody know it wasn't me. You know, I do what I can for everybody all the time. Okay? But the reality is it's $27.95 right on our website until we sell this a limited supply, and then it's over. Okay? All right. That's it. Okay? I'm not going to talk about the sentient element. We'll be going through that in class. And some of the other things here.
Like oil pulling. If you can feel your and kind of taste your fillings,
Is it a good idea to oil pull or you can still oil pull?
Well, just know this, that, well, first of all, do you have mercury fillings? Well, then why didn't you go see Judith right now?
What about January?
No, I don't want to talk about it. So the reality is this, I don't care if you have to break the bank. Get rid of the mercury. So just know this, that all silver fillings, okay, are 49% mercury. So the reality is this, if you think right, you don't. If you think that you're digesting right, you don't. You'll never heal properly. You are causing brain damage continually. And on the same side where you have the most fillings will be probably where you get your breast cancer. Okay? And just know, any woman with a root canal, 50% of all women that have root canals on the same side of the jaw where the root canal is, that they get breast cancer. 50%. Okay? All right? Judith. It's in braveheartnation.com. And every time, you know what? Every day somebody goes on there and goes, does anybody know a good dentist? And then I put it up. Every day. Anybody know a good dentist? I put it up. Braveheartnation.com. And you don't join it. It's a website. Anybody in the world can go on it. It's got everything. Let's say you said to yourself, oh, wait a minute. I'd like my internet to be stronger. Then it tells you that when you go there that you can rent an antenna from us and you can boost it right up if you want. Okay, so, but everybody's got strong enough internet for what they want to do. But people who go and do a lot of Zooms, they want to stay in their room or they don't want to go to an office space, you can rent it. All you got to do is braveheartnation.com, guys, and you'll get all your information. Yes?
I wanted to ask, so I've got friends that are worried about flying without getting the B.
Well, you can't get the B because you don't need the B to get here. You don't need the B to go home. You are a Canadian citizen. No one has the right. You have the right to travel freely. Right, Gary?
Yes.
Nobody can do it. Even if I got off there and a little Chinese guy, like there is now in Canada, says, did you get the B? Guess what you say? Yes, I did. And then go home. They let you just walk. If you said you didn't get the B, come with us. And then they want to download the program on your phone. We will be calling you every few days to make sure that you are 2 weeks on. And guess what? It's like this. Okay? I've already flown probably about 10 times since this is on. I land into Canada and I go, there's my passport, read the second page, I'm on my way home, and I walk out. Now, I'm not expecting anybody else to do that because they haven't found their ovaries or their testicles yet, and they don't know that you are a roar and so much more, and I get it because nobody's practiced standing in their power. And understand, there's laws that protect you and there's rules that will kill you.
Don't obey.
Don't obey. Disobedience. Be disobedient and obedient to your Creator.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for Braveheart Creation Nation. Bye now. You know, it's not good enough to have the most powerful courses, treatments, and training. We want to deliver to you the adventure of a lifetime that's going to last a lifetime. And I'm going to take you on a little adventure right now and show you what we are going to deliver. What are we going to deliver? We are going to deliver the authentic you, the real you, the genius inside. How would you like to become not just the master of your mind, but the master of your body, the master of your life? You know what? The most important world is your world, and we're about to show you how to create it. Never limit yourself to beautiful, because that's what you are. Take a look at this beautiful place. We all deserve beauty in our life. You need to create a new program that is unlimited when it comes to things that are beautiful, things that make you happy, things that make you shine, things that make you feel excited. Let's get excited. What I've learned in my life is this: to be the change you wish to be the change you wish to see, Braveheart, you have to understand you take life one step at a time. Never lose your focus. Never lose your dream, because you are the dream maker. It's called image, but guess what? It's your imagination. The image that you hold creates the thought that you live with. That thought creates an emotion that creates a frequency, and we know that the invisible creates the physical. I mean, that's quite obvious. So be the power that you seek, and understand something, that all your thoughts matter. And guess what? Unless you're willing to take a look at those thoughts and retrain your brain, change your personality, you'll never change your reality, and your reality could become infinite. You were created by your Creator to create. So let's create something amazing together. So tell me what you think of the destination that I came up with my imagination to hold the whole life coach certification for you. Understand something. It's all about beauty. It's all about adventure. It's all about stimulating the mind, okay? And understanding that your mind is unlimited. And that is what the whole life coach certification is all about. In the whole life coach certification, we are going to go deeper. We have people coming to us, professionals coming to us, from doctors to nurses to accountants to oil riggers to mothers that want to expand their life. And when they come here, they go, I need to learn to help my family, or I want to improve my business. But guess what? We get into their business. When they leave, they become the change that they wish to see, that they wish to be. They become the gift to the world, because when you can stay in the present, and you can't do that until you have unconditional love and care for yourself. And I'll tell you something right now. I have hardly even found 1 out of 1,000 practitioners, or even so-called whole life coaches, that can hold the present moment and own it and then give it as a gift. And this is what I'm going to give to you. And when you come here, this is where you're going to come into this room when you need to find alignment, you need to find balance, and you need to get back into your lion heart breath, because we're going to go deep into your heart, and we're going to become the spark that you seek. Come play, come stay, come train with us today. Understand something. I know we have fear, but understand, that's just false evidence appearing real. I get it. Stick your toe in, feel the water, but then I want you to dive right in, because you're the answer that you've been looking for. Let me teach you how to fly. What does that mean? First, love yourself, Braveheart. Let's take life in and win. I had a dream 3 years ago that I would live in Mexico, and I would have this training center, this teaching center, this treatment center that would touch the world. Your dreams are never too big. And when they start to create a little bit of anxiety, turn them into excitement. And get excited, because this is your life. And this, my friend, when you take on the dream of all dreams, and you realize that if you stay connected to your breath, that you can have it all. Do not let anybody take your breath away. Do not let anybody steal your dream, okay? Listen, God gave you imagination. This is your sandbox of life. Take your life back. Right now, we are teaching courses to people that have come from all over the world, and the government is saying you can't travel, you can't breathe, you can't have this, you can't come together. Yes, we will. And we will do it with unconditional love for each other. And we will learn to grow. We will not judge each other. We'll observe and see where we can support each other. But at the same time, we will hold the Braveheart line, because this is the only way that we can grow. So find your roar, because you're so much more. And learn this. You are the unconditional love that you've been looking for. You are the dream maker. I can't wait to see you. We want to become that small piece of the puzzle that brings your dream together. Thank you. Let me ask you a question. What do you think it would take to turn your life around? I can tell you right now, I learned that a long time ago, what the key was. And anybody that has been able to perfect the perfect day on an emotional, physical, and spirit level knows this. The answer is massive, personal action. That's what it's going to take for you to turn your life around. And to turn your life around, you're going to have to go within if you want to change without. And that's the bottom line. And you know, people think that they can do it like with a consultation, or maybe they can do it with a telephone call or a Band-Aid or a 911 emergency, a treatment. But understand, that's not the way it is. The day that you realize that when you master your mind is the only time you're going to master your body. Forget your life. That's always going to be just random luck until you know that you must become the master of your day. From the moment you rise until you gently close your eyes, you must be the only authority for you. And if you think that getting an hour consultation is going to do it, it's not. If you think that going for therapy is going to do it, it's not. You have to submerge yourself into what we would call the personal treatment and training. And you need to do that from anywhere from 6 days to 10 days, or you need to come for my whole life coach certification, because if you don't go in deep, you'll never make changes. They say it takes 10,000 times for you to repeat something before it becomes a prominent, dominant thought. And if you understood that 70 to 90% of all your thoughts are not yours, and they say that 70% of your thoughts are toxic, tell me they're not. Take a look at the majority of the population. 92% of the population has an autoimmune disease, which means the body is attacking itself. Before that, though, the person was attacking themselves on a subconscious, unconscious level. And that, my friend, is the bottom line, and why you must take a personal treatment and training and go deep and understand how to run your life. What that means is learning how to think, how to drink, how to eat, and knowing when somebody is mistreating you, when someone is disrespecting you, because until you honor and respect yourself, no one else is going to do it. So understand, this is your life. If you want to live your passion and purpose, then you must become the master of your mind to become the master of your body so that you can become the light for your family. So please, consider this. You've got the time and you've got the money, because you're going to change the rest of your life for the rest of your life, and that's my guarantee to you.